Welcome, Jets fans, to season 4, episode 5, Christmas special.
Yeah.
Al, with my co-host Al. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Been a really good Christmas. How's yours been?
Been very well. Very Christmassy with the family. So
yeah. Lots of green tinsel. Green tinsel, green baubles.
Green tinsel, green baubles. You know what? This Christmas has been. I did get, in terms of Jetsy stuff, I didn't get any green balls or green tinsel, so that's a bit of a blow. But
what did you get? Did you get anything Jetsy at all?
A couple of Jets glasses. That's about it.
Drinking glasses.
Drinking glasses, yeah, like pint glasses. Yeah, my boy got Sauce Gardner.
Oh dear, that's a bit late.
Which I think Santa got him that a long time, a few months ago when it was getting a bargain discount.
Does it say Sauce on the back or Gardner on the back?
It says Gardner, yeah, Gardner.
You get him to use it when he's doing the gardening when he's older.
The Gardner.
There you go.
He can start doing it now. I tell you that much for nothing. Earn his keep. But for the listeners out there, we have to do an apology.
Yes, we do.
A sincere apology because there was no pod last week.
Yeah. It's just not good enough, is it, John?
Not good enough. Not good enough.
Jets fans that are used to a high standard every week.
This is not good enough for us.
Let down.
We sincerely apologise. Doesn't matter what excuse we're going to say now because it was technical, there was logistics, it was Christmas. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, but it's not good enough.
What is even more important is that unlike the Jets,
we're back.
We are back.
Yeah,
we're making the effort. We have made an effort to come back and play out the string because the Jets' performance last week was beyond abysmal. Beyond abysmal.
Well, which one are you talking about? We haven't even talked about the Jaguars' performance yet.
This was going back. I mean, it's gone. We've gone to pot now, haven't we? We've gone to pot.
Yeah, we've got 2 Jets games we haven't spoken about that have happened since our last pod. The Jags game, which was, I mean, we don't really need to say much about that, except I will say one thing. When you are too far gone as a Jets fan, when at halftime of that game, 3 of us were online ordering new Jets tops. At half-time of that game, of all the games, where the Jets were awful. There's 3 of us sat round our phones, typing away, ordering new Jets merch, in the middle of, like, a horrible defeat. Like, was it 48 points or something like that? We ended up conceding.
That was a nasty one. We did have a good turnout, though. We had a good 10 people down there. Last week was a bit less, but we did have a VIP booth last week, because of the low numbers.
Yeah.
So, and we did actually have audio, which is a perfect segue to our first segment of this Christmas special. All right.
Oh, here we go.
There's the tanking. We all know that. We will do tankathon a bit later. All right. But Ross Tucker was doing the audio. Not audibles. He can do that if he wants. We need some of that anyway for the offense. Instead of just giving it to Pete.
Can you imagine a quarterback?
And throwing the 2-yard out. So Ross Tucker did some cracking nicknames last week, and I cannot believe that we did not come to this one first.
Go on. What have you got for me? We have
got 2 nicknames in the bag, which coincide with one of them's actually on the bus. And just for those listeners that have not been around for the last 5 episodes.
Where have you been?
Where have you been? We, in 2025, which is obviously this year, we have decided that we're going to do an RV tour of Jet fans, British Jets fans, and anyone who can more than welcome to join us for 2029 Super Bowl, because we're going to be there, Jets, 100%. And we're going to do a repeat.
It's inevitable.
Year, Tennessee. So we're on a mission to save our shekels, as they used to say, as they used to use in the old days, to buy an RV, save our money, repaint it green, and we're going to Super Bowl 2029. Yeah. That's 4 years, we know.
4 years in a row. So all we've got to do is park it somewhere random for a year. No one will touch it.
Yeah. So
in a car park.
So on these 5 last episodes, we've put people on the bus who will be joining us on this Super Bowl run.
Yeah.
And one of them is nomination for MVP of the year. Is our main boy McNamara. Now,
what a man!
Has got a fantastic nickname.
Go on.
Which is called. This is Ross Tucker. Fair play, Ross Tucker. Respect to you. He is known as the Sniper.
Oh, what
McNamara,
a nickname!
The Sniper.
Austin, the
He
Sniper
did some
McNamara.
cracking punts that bounced out at like the 5-yard line. It was like absolutely the ultimate experience. That was the best experience of last Sunday. So we got the Sniper, but that's not the best one, Al.
Okay, what's the best one, John?
And
that's going to be hard to top. The Sniper is going to be hard to top, to be fair.
This is definitely. So the second one, fair play, respect out again to Ross Tucker, which will lead to our question in a minute from me to you. All right?
Okay.
So the second one is our boy who's 50-50 on getting on the bus. Is our boy, it's our boy Quanton Stingers.
Oh.
So his nickname is from Ross Tucker, because he did do a couple of plays last week, is Sticky Stigs.
Sticky Stigs.
Sticky Stigs.
Sticky Stigs.
That
guy, yeah.
These are classic nicknames.
Hang on. Did he use Sticky Stigs more than once?
Yeah, he might have used it more than once, yes.
Because it could almost be the kind of thing you say, kind of like you mispronounce his name, and you end up saying Sticky Stigs by mistake. But if he's repeated it, if he's like said it time and time again,
he was raving on about Sticky Stigs.
Sticky Stigs.
So, I mean, we got some cracking names, and it's now for our question Christmas special.
Yeah, go for it.
For the we got to get some nicknames, mate, for the boys on the bus. Yeah. What they're going to be.
All right. So wait, in that case, we need a recap for who's actually on the bus, John, because we need an audience recap.
I wasn't prepared for this. Was not prepared for this particular.
Off he goes.
Action. So here we go. So
there he is.
On the bus at the moment, we've got Will McDonald, EIEIO, was on the bus. Now
he's got to be the farmer.
No, but he's off the bus. It's off the bus.
Yeah, but on or off the bus, he's the farmer.
Nickname. Yeah, the farmer. So
Bill the Farmer McDonald.
The farmer. I like that.
Yeah.
Next one. We got Fashinu.
Well, that's the obvious one there is Fash the Flash, isn't it?
Fash the Flash or Fash the Bash?
See, either one, because he's not, because he's an offensive tackle. He's not really. Is he a bash or is he? Let's be honest. When we met him, he was head to toe in a Man United tracksuit, wasn't he? So we could call him Fash the Rash as well, just as easily. But let's call him.
1 second. I'm still with the listeners. I'm just trying to get.
I think John's looking for a pen that works.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to get the internet.
The problem with this level of co-host ineptitude is you just got to fill in the blanks while John goes looking for a pen.
No, I'm looking for my internet cable because I'm sensing bad. I'm actually in the doghouse at the moment, so all my jet stuff's in the doghouse.
You're in the doghouse. He's in the doghouse. I'm actually in the spare room today. So the eagle-eyed amongst you who watch regularly will notice I've not got my Jets merch behind me because I'm in the spare room because my little office has been turned into the Christmas dumping ground. You know, you have that room where everything that comes out the living room so you can fit the more chairs around the table. Everything goes in another room. That's my office. So now I'm in the spare room. It's a good story, that.
So yeah, that is a good story. Nearly as interesting as my story, which is that I'm in my little office, which has got all the Jets gear in, and it's where the dog goes when he's in the doghouse, and the door shuts, and he's where he hangs out, and he's got his pads and all that.
Is he here now?
No, he's not in the doghouse today. Yeah, I'm surprised he's done well today. Actually, not to be in the doghouse. So very good job. Very good job. That's my little Paco.
Maybe we should have a like next to the bus stop, waiting to get on or off the bus. We should have a doghouse.
A doghouse.
For people who are in the who are on the bus but have gone into the doghouse.
Oh my God! Yeah.
While they wait and consider.
On the bus, yeah. On the bus, doghouse.
Yeah.
To off the bus.
Yeah.
So we've got so doghouse, and we've got Sticky Stigs, which is he's gone into the doghouse.
He's in the doghouse because
Yeah, this is good. I like that. And we can do a picture of a doghouse on the RVs. This keeps the
Sticky Stiggers.
It keeps the listeners and the watchers interested in this RV developing this journey. this journey. So, Fash the Flash.
I think the Flash. I think the Flash. If he was a defensive player, it'd be the Bash. But he's an offensive tackle, so we'll call him the Flash.
Well, you got the dibs on all this because we got 4.5 to go.
Come on, what have we got?
Oh no, actually, yeah. So, Nick Folk.
4.5. How have we got a 4.5?
No, we'll come to that one in a minute.
Got half player.
4.5. Yeah, I can't believe you've forgotten. Nick Folk.
Oh wow. Well, I mean, there's an obvious one here, isn't it? Nick the Big Dick Kick.
No, it's a family show, mate. It's a family show.
What?
Come
I'm
on,
talking about Richard.
Family show.
Talking about Richard.
He ain't called Richard though. It's not Richard Folk, is it?
All right, Nick the Big Kick.
All right, Nick.
Big Kick Nick.
Big Kick.
Big Kick Nick.
What about Clutch? Because he hasn't missed a kick all season.
Yeah, but the minute you call him Clutch, he'll miss.
Yeah, but
that's Sod's law, John. You can't tempt fate like that.
Nicknames. We can change these nicknames. Okay, we've got Big Kick. I can put a question mark there because I think that needs.
And did we discuss how old he's going to be in 2029?
Doesn't matter.
He's on the bus right now.
he's on the bus out of respect.
Yeah, absolutely. But do we need when he
gets off the bus and
extra facilities for retired people on the bus as well?
We'll have because we'll be by the time we'll get there, we'll be retired anyway. So he'll be on our bus anyway. All right.
Yeah.
So we'll have a separate RV.
A separate RV for old people.
The old age pensioner bus. All right.
Maybe we should get one of those. You know the ones you see where they take the old people out from the old people's home for a day in the sun. Maybe we should get one of those and paint it green. Call it the Jets retirement bus.
That's what we're doing anyway. And then after the Super Bowl, it'd take us to the back of the woodshed and just put us down. Gone out on a high.
Misery.
Yeah, gone out on a high. After winning the Super Bowl, there's only one way for life after that, isn't it?
Well, that's it. Yeah, well, not in our case. We're going back in 2030.
No, actually, that's a good point. 2030 then. We've got 1 year. Up high. Make the most of it. We've got Hennessy next.
Oh, Hennessy. Isn't there like there's like a whiskey called Hennessy?
Yeah, there is a whiskey called Hennessy.
So let's do something on that. So we'll call him what's a whiskey nickname?
The Boozer.
The Boozer. I was thinking something classier than the Boozer. like single malt.
Well, we are Jets fans, I ain't gonna get.
Can we call him single malt?
Single malt. Okay, yeah, I like that.
I'm a single malt Hennessy.
I like this.
That's good. Classy. That I like that.
Then we can just talk about these guys in all their nicknames, and people will.
It's like our version of Cockney rhyming slang.
Yeah.
No one else in the Jets kingdom will know who the hell we're talking about. We were like, single malt was great last night, wasn't he?
Yeah, the Fireman and the Flash. But watching out for the sniper, who was hanging out with Big Kick, was drinking with single malt. All right, we've got a story so far. What about we've got Garrett?
Oh, Garrett Wilson. What are you going to call Garrett?
He's like Showtime, isn't he? He's like the main man.
He's big time. I'm trying to play with the nicknames. Wilson makes me think
of receiver. He's like prime time, all that kind of business.
Wilson makes me think of the volleyball from Castaway because he was called Wilson.
Yeah.
Is this too much? Am I going too far off a tangent? If we say to here we call him Castaway.
I'm not sure that's going to work, mate. I'm not sure that's
because it's a play on the whole. Receivers get put on islands, yeah, but Garrett Wilson's comfortable on an island because he can beat you.
Isn't that more DB chat like Reaver's Island?
It's a little bit, yeah. It is a little bit. It's a little bit far fetched.
And if I was a wide receiver and someone called me Castaway,
no, we can't call him that either. There was a famous sheriff in the Old West called Pat Garrett, wasn't there?
Pat Garrett. There was a Pat Garrett. We could call him
Sheriff.
The Sheriff.
The Sheriff.
I mean, there was a sheriff that, obviously Peyton was the sheriff.
Yeah, that was ages ago. We got a new sheriff in town.
Why did we call him the Sheriff of something, of somewhere?
Where's he from? Or just the Sheriff of Jersey?
Yeah. I think the Sheriff of New York. The Sheriff of New York's better than New Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't want to be the Sheriff of New Jersey.
The Sheriff of MetLife.
Oh, the Sheriff of Rutherford. Yeah, the Sheriff of... Oh, yeah, that's my nickname, the Sheriff of Rutherford. It's a dry state as well. Right, the Sheriff of New York. I like that one. All right. Now we've got our last full member of the On the Buzz team.
Full member
is our returner, Isaiah Williams.
Oh yeah. Williams, Isaiah. Isaiah's another biblical name, by the way.
I mean, this is your department, buddy, isn't it?
Yeah. I tell you what.
I'm going to back out this
one. The prophet. Because Isaiah's a prophet.
Yeah, no, you know
the Old Testament. So let's just call him a prophet.
He
sees things coming. He sees the gaps in front of him. Yeah. And he finds his pathway through. Tell you what. I tell you what.
Fire. Oh my God.
And we didn't even prepare for this.
Oh my Isaiah's the prophet. Wow. Right. And then we got the half, which is our boy that's getting drafted in round 4 next in this the Nuz.
Nussmeier.
The Nussmeier.
I mean, the Nuz is a pretty good
the Nuz, yeah,
nickname,
the
to be fair.
The
we should just call it. I want to honor Gavin with his nickname because Gavin loves him so much.
Yeah,
Gavin's such a big fan of the Nussmeier.
Yeah, he is.
So how do we honor Gavin?
What's his first name? What's Nussmeier's first name?
I can't even remember. Nussmeier. I'm googling that. It's on the tip of my tongue, and I can't find it.
Nussmeier.
Garrett Nussmeier. So we can't call him that.
Doug.
We can't call him. We can't call him Garrett. We've used Garrett already.
55 years of age, so it's definitely not him. We got Garrett.
I tell you what, he's from LSU, isn't he?
Yeah, Garrett.
We could call him the Tiger.
The Tiger.
Because he's from LSU.
Yeah, Garrett.
The eye of the tiger.
Yeah, the Garrett. The Tiger.
He doesn't really honour Gavin in any way, shape, or form. But that's fine. He'll get over it.
These are all subject to change, by the way. So
yes,
if anyone's got any ideas of nicknames, or think these are bag of what's the word?
Bag of what?
Bag of Club Nick from Clemson. Yeah, then just write us a
bag of Club Nick.
Send us a tweet.
Oh, that's great.
Send us a tweet.
What a steaming pile of Club Nick that is.
So speaking of Club Nicks.
Yeah.
Is anyone going off the buzz and anyone not allowed on the buzz after these two shocking performances?
Since we last did a pod, we've of course fired our defensive coordinator, so he goes under the bus.
He is under the bus, yes.
He goes under the bus. The bus runs over him. Yeah. He's completely gone. There's no coming back from that.
No way. When you're under the bus, there's no way in the world you're getting back on.
Do you know who I'd like to nominate as on? I'm not even sure we're allowed to do this, but can we nominate our GM to go on the bus?
We can nominate anyone, but I've just one person we need to get on the. We need to be off the buzz. That should have been off the buzz automatically when we first did this list. Is our boy, your favourite boy, number 72.
72.
Clemens. Michael Clemens.
Oh, Michael Clemens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's Do you know what the funny thing is, mate? I listened to a podcast. It wasn't a Jets podcast the other day, but it was one of those ones where like two random NFL fans like rebuild a franchise through the off season and the draft, and they try and do it for every franchise, and it was just happened to be the Jets' turn. So it wasn't like they weren't like regular Jets fans, and they were going through it. And the moment I switched off was when they both agreed that Michael Clemens was an easy re-sign.
Oh my goodness!
And I was like, these guys haven't clearly never seen a Jet game in their life. They were like, he's a great third option as an edge rusher. I'm like, what are you watching? Seriously.
What has he got on people? This Michael, I don't know. He's just a big, massive guy. It's just like.
I think he's got. I think his attitude, because his whole like aura that he's got about him. I think he's got an attitude, and I think maybe coaches see the attitude and go, "All right, well, he's trying." But you're not good enough. You're not good enough.
He can't tackle.
It's a bit like Justin Fields. We all want Justin Fields to be good, but he's not.
Yeah. So these guys are already. So these guys are off the buzz now. Before we go on to the GM chat, I've just realised.
Oh.
This is maybe a problem here that Sticky Stiggs.
Yeah.
Is actually already off the buzz.
Why is he off the bus?
I just couldn't read my writing. So
that's all right. So we can't put him in the doghouse because he wasn't on the bus.
Yeah. So does he get promoted from? So yeah,
we need another step, don't we, between the bus stop and actually on the bus?
Yeah. Well, we got the doghouse, haven't we? So has he
No,
gone?
the doghouse is when you come off the bus,
but
you're not all the way off the bus yet.
Okay, yeah. So the doghouse is connected to the bus.
Yeah.
So you off the bus and you somehow go into the doghouse.
Yeah, unless you're just booted off the bus.
Yeah.
Depending on how tragic you are.
Yeah, it's a lot going on.
But there's like stages to this. But we need a stage between the bus stop where everybody's kind of waiting.
Yeah. So
and the bus.
Let's move off the bus, Sticky Stiggs, and let's get him onto the bus stop. Let's call it the bus stop. Yeah, that's just bus stop. There's another.
Right. So we're calling the bus stop the stage before the bus.
Yeah.
So he's not like hanging around in the parking lot. He's actually at the bus stop.
Yeah, he's at the bus stop.
He's sitting, waiting. He's looking up at the notice, which says how many minutes till the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I'm sure there's a few other people after this abysmal season beyond abysmal, which has got to the point where it's not even watchable now. That there's a few more contenders for off the bus.
Off the bus and on the bus. There's still some that should be on the bus for me. We haven't talked about.
Go on then.
The tip of the iceberg, Joe Tippmann.
I'm not sure about him, mate. On the bus?
Well, I'd certainly put him on the bus stop. Because where can he play? He can play guard, either side of guard. He can play centre. He was drafted as a centre. He's done a great job drifting into, working out at guard this year.
Is that his nickname, the Drifter?
Eh?
Is that his nickname then, the Drifter?
I quite like tip of the iceberg, to be honest. But drift is pretty good.
All right, there's a couple there. So because you use the word drifter, that does describe him, but then the tip of the iceberg is also.
I'd have him at least at the bus stop.
The Bergman.
Who's that?
Tipman, the Bergman.
The Bergman. Where are you getting that from?
The iceberg.
What about just the tip?
The Bergman. Sounds like Birdman, doesn't it?
What about just the tip, John?
I'm not. It's a family show, buddy. It's a family show. Come on.
I think we've discued, but we're going to get to John's betting corner in a minute, mate. It's not a family show.
I'm about to pull you up on. Yeah, what's going on? What's going on in the church at the moment on Christmas Day? Well, this is something that we need to know about. Is the church a new thing? It's like a new cult that's been.
I don't know. Listen, mate. I'm just talking about the edge of things. You're the one that's you're the one that's hearing what I'm saying and translating into something.
It's just a will be on my side here, mate. And there's a couple of comments made there, mate.
Right. Come on, talk to me. What about Armand Membu? Does he not get to the bus stop?
Who was wearing the Man United kit when we sat on the bus?
Fashioning, yeah. Why does that mean he should be in the doghouse?
He's a bit confused with football, isn't he? But I think Membu's had a good. You know what, Membu is quality.
Yeah, I can't believe we're even. Our O-line has been the one good thing. Our O-line, our special teams. I know. I looked at the stats and 8 sacks on Brady Cook and all the rest of it.
The problem is when you've got no offense, no quarterback who can change. How are you going to succeed? And you got no wide receivers.
No wide receivers.
Oh, absolutely no wide receiver. You got you starting tight ends a rookie who's injured.
Yeah. Oh. We should talk about tight ends. Where do we stand in terms of seats on the bus for both Mason Taylor and Jeremy Rucker, who's just been given a new contract? $10 million over 2 years.
10 million over 2 years.
That's what you got.
Jeremy Rucker.
The Ruck,
yeah. Let's put Rucker on the bus.
I mean, Rucker certainly is in consideration. But Mason Taylor should be in consideration. He's had a good rookie season, Mason Taylor.
He had a good couple. He had a couple of games.
Again, you can't judge him. He's got no quarterback throwing him the ball.
I mean, if I just pull up his yearly stats for Mason Taylor, right? So he started off really slow. He actually, in his third game, caught 4 balls for 18 yards. Then he blew up 5 for 65, 9 for 67, week 4 and 5. That was against Miami and Dallas. Then he did caught 5 balls against Cincinnati. He's catching 4 games. Yeah, and then he got injured
Mason Taylor's a good player.
Yeah, you know what? He proved me wrong. He's proved me wrong because I generally thought, because his dad was Jason and he's silver spoon and all that, he wasn't motivated, but his motivation's there and he's played well.
Yeah.
Played well. So, okay, I'm with you. So them boys are all on the bus.
Are they on the bus or are they at the bus stop?
Oh, this is, what if I put them on the bus, but...
I mean, we can't put 3 players on the bus in 1 week.
No, not when we're playing like this. In fact, let's take them all at the bus stop.
Let's put all those players at the bus stop and between us, who have we just put at the bus stop? We just put Stiggers at the bus stop, didn't we?
Yeah, he's moved
We put Mason Taylor at the bus stop, Rocket at the bus stop, and Membu at the bus stop and Titman at the bus stop. We just put 5 players at the bus stop. We've got to pick one to put on the bus.
Who's it going to be?
For me, it's Membu.
Yeah, I agree.
For me, it's Membu. But we need a nickname for him.
And when you get on the bus...
Our man.
Yeah, when you get on the bus, you get a nickname.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's his nickname?
Our man.
Our man.
As in our man, yeah. Because he's Armand Membu. Our man.
Our man.
Is that too cheesy?
Okay. So, honestly, listeners, if you got any ideas...
Absolutely. Absolutely. No, we're just floating these.
Feel free to send them in as soon as possible when it comes to our man, Membu.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's written in because you got, a good question was for you at the start of this segment. So, our man, Membu.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll see what happens. We want the suggestions. We want the suggestions for Garrett Nussmeier as well, whose name we've done a really bad job over the course of this season of remembering, because we couldn't remember his last name a few weeks ago. We couldn't remember his first name this week. So
it's done well.
It's not looking good for Nussmeier.
If we do draft him, that's going to be legend.
Well, I tell you what, segueing nicely onto that, mate, because I did say in the last episode...
What about the Membu? This R man, I'm not sure about this R man thing.
Go on then.
What about the block?
I like that.
Just a solid block, isn't he?
Oh yeah, I like that. The block.
The block.
Yeah.
The block. Okay, yeah. All right. The block.
I like that.
Because he's a block and he's just big.
I like that. I also like, by the way, going back to Joe Titman for a second, Iceberg would be a good one for him.
Yeah, you can't really call him the Ice Man because that's not really...
No, Iceberg.
But he's not on the bus. He's at the
bus stop. I'm parking that nickname with him at the bus stop.
He's not official.
So if he steps on the bus...
Iceberg
is a good nickname.
Okay, yeah. All right. That's good.
Right.
Okay, that was a good segment.
I think so. I think that was brilliant. I mean, people have waited 2 weeks for this kind of quality content, John.
In the background, we've been prepping hard for that.
This is what we do.
Segment
and we're left to our own devices.
Yeah. It's a 2-week build-up. It's a boom of like quality content.
So I did do, because I did promise last time that I would do a mock draft, and a genuine, serious mock draft, and I sort of did. I did one
mock draft.
Yeah, I did do one, and I took it seriously because I wanted to talk about what you could do as the Jets, because really there's 2 options you've got here. Let's assume for a second we're not going to get the first overall pick. So wherever we are, you're going to have to either trade up and lose one of your picks, maybe 2 of your picks, to get into 1 overall, or you're going to stick and pick, and you're probably not going to get a quarterback in the first round. So I wanted, over the next couple of episodes, I wanted to try and investigate both those options. And the first of those, and obviously there's negatives to both those options. The negative to trading up is you lose the ability to draft another first round quality player, and we have got gaps. Now, just for a moment, let's ignore the fact that we've also got $100 million in cap space and free agency to do before we're going into the draft. So a lot of these areas of need will have been dealt with in free agency.
Okay.
So it is going to be a very different process moving forward. But just as things are at the moment, I played with the idea of trading up. I traded up and I got Fernando Mendoza. Interestingly enough, in this mock, the Giants were at 1 overall, but they wouldn't trade with me. And I offered them as much as I was willing to offer them, and they wouldn't trade with me. And in the end, I traded with Las Vegas, who were 2, which I didn't expect to do. I thought there's no way the Raiders are coming back from 2.
Yeah,
but they were giving me better value than the Giants were. So we ended up going up to 2, and I gave up the extra first round pick, but I kept the 2 second round picks from this year's draft.
Okay, so you only gave up. So you moved up from where to where?
I moved up from I think it was 5 at the time. I think we're 4
5.
now. I think.
So you moved up from 5 to 2.
5 to 2, and I gave up a 1. I think I gave up next year's second as well to move up.
That's pretty good, because a lot of Giants fans are saying they want a massive tank mission, because they want to get the first rounder to then completely
rinse the Jets.
Rinse, that's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Rinse us.
Yeah, and this is where we need to investigate, like, being willing to stay put, being willing to say, well, no, we're not going to give you the farm.
Yeah,
because Will McDonald is the farm.
Exactly.
So we're not going to give you the farm. We're going to investigate other options. But this is that scenario where we go up to 2, because you're sort of looking at it from the perspective of, if we're going up to 2, we're still going to get a quarterback, assuming Dante Moore comes out. The way this one panned out is Moore was taken first overall, so I was able to get Mendoza at
what happened there?
overall.
Who got the first round pick? Who got
the Giants?
And they picked Moore.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess that would be then them moving on from that I've got last year, whose name completely escapes me. Jackson Dart.
For 33 yards last week.
Yeah.
But they are just running the ball.
Did you see, by the way, that the Vikings beat the Lions yesterday?
I saw
with a 3 yards of offense.
I saw all of yesterday's games. Yeah, that was just a complete joke.
Yeah. Anyway, that's a segue. So, right. So Fernando Mendoza with the second overall pick, we traded in, and then in the second round, I actually traded back a couple of spots from, I think we're 35 back to 39. I can't remember what I got for it, to be honest, but it was just one of them where I was like looking at the players that were around, looking at who was available, and sort of trying to get that value back in the extras that I'd given up for the trade up to get Mendoza. And the player I want to talk about briefly is a safety, because a safety position of need, out of Toledo, called Emmanuel McNeil Warren.
Yeah, did we not talk about him last week?
We did not talk. Well, last week we didn't have a pod.
I mean, 2 weeks ago.
No, we didn't. We didn't talk about him. No.
Oh, this is what I talked about. We talked about in the Hippo, didn't we?
Did you? All right. So go on. Give us your breakdown on
McNeil
because
that was 2 weeks ago. I want to hear yours, because this is a good player.
Yeah, well, he is a good player, and I think the biggest thing I always say is the Jets drafting players out of big schools, because the mentality of drafting players out of big schools, they're going to be ready for the pressure of New York. And I've always been a big believer in that. Whenever I've done drafts, I've always looked at players out of the big schools, the schools where there's actual pressure, because that reflects the pressure in the NFL. And I've always worried about taking players out of small schools. But this kid's got it. And I'm going to talk about somebody else in a minute as another option that I want your opinion on. But as a safety, which again, you're talking about maybe the second or third rated safety in the draft class for this kid out of Toledo. And I'm just really impressed with him. I'm just really impressed with the way he plays football and his leadership skills and his mentality. And if you could get him with a second round pick, it's a good position to take a safety. It's a position of need. It's a player with the right mentality. It's a player with a high ceiling. I think this is if we got him in the second round.
Yeah. Because the Downs guy, he's like the top safety. He's in the top 5, right?
The one from Ohio, yeah.
Yeah. We're never going to get him up because we need a quarterback.
Well, that's the other way to go with this is to park the idea of trading up. And then you take somebody at, let's say, your 5th overall, and you don't take a quarterback. You could end up taking an elite safety like that, or a wide receiver 1 or something. But
there's Bain, isn't there? Bain from
exactly. But to me, you look at Ohio State, and there was a couple of years ago when Georgia had a load of players in the first round of the draft, and they were all elite and they were all going to go. And the problem you've got when you've got like elite teams like that Georgia team, like this Ohio team, is you never know how good a prospect actually is, because he's playing with nothing but quality everywhere. So it's very hard for him to sort of prove his mettle because he's playing with quality everywhere. Whereas if you take somebody out of, like, Sauce is a great example out of Cincinnati, or JJ out of Florida State, you know, when we took Jermaine Johnson. This is another one like that. It's a smaller school, so these players, the really good players, stand out. So for me, safety position need, second round pick. So if you started off with, you've traded your first pick, you've gone and got Garrett. Well, you've gone and got Fernando Mendoza, and you've got Emmanuel McNeil-Warren in the second round. The other second round pick I went for was a wide receiver, and he's out of Alabama, Jeremy Bernard, wide receiver out of Alabama. Do you know much about him?
No, I don't know much about it. Is this a second rounder?
Second rounder. The second rounder is the wide receiver Bernard out of Alabama. And I'd be interested to get Scott's take on this, because he's obviously a Bama fan. So he'll be able to fill us in more on what he's actually like. But the little bits that I've looked into him, it's more like the profile and the type of player he is, because the thing that's great about Garrett is the route running. The thing that's great about AD Mitchell is the slightness and the speed. And what we don't have, and what we haven't had for a while, is a different profile of receiver. A contested catch guy, maybe you could say that.
Okay, so Jeremy Bernard. Okay, I found him. I'm just going to go on.
Go on, read the stats.
So on Mel Kiper's top 10 receivers, he's number 8.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a reach if we're getting him at 2.
In the second round.
I mean, he's Mel Kiper's 8th best wide receiver.
What's his profile though? What's his height? What's his weight? What's his skill set?
6'1", 204 pounds. He's caught 60 balls, 800 yards, 7 TDs. So not amazing. You know, it is only a short season. He had a good year in 24, similar stats, 23, half of that.
Bear in mind, mate, we're not looking to get a WR1. We're looking to get a WR2.
Yeah.
We're looking to get somebody who can come in and complement that room. Yeah. And the likelihood is we'll probably go and get a receiver in free agency as well.
There's a couple of guys, wide receiver 2s, that I liked, which was, one of them was his Lemon kid.
He'll be gone by. I mean, I took Bernard there at like 48 or 46 or something.
Yeah, Lemon's going to be gone. He plays like AFB. So he will be gone. Oh. Yeah, so here's the wide receivers top 10, right? This is
Mel Kiper's opinion.
Mel Kiper, yeah. He don't mess about. So Jordan Tyson, top wide receiver.
Yeah, we know he'll be gone.
Yeah, Carnell Tate, Ohio State.
Gone. I'd love
Lemon
Tate.
guy. It'd be good if we had Lemon. Branch from Georgia, Zachary Branch. Denzel Boston, Washington.
We stop there and we go, really, those top 3, you're guaranteeing they're going to go in the first
round, yeah. Okay,
first round, probably first 20 picks.
This Casey Concepcion, Texas A&M guy.
Yeah, I've seen him. I say again, in the drafts I've done, he always goes early.
Yeah, so you got Brazil, Tennessee, Bernard, your boy, Alabama. Okay, yeah, I hear what you're saying. Kobe Lane.
He's that second tier of receiver. He's that second tier of receiver. And it's a little bit cold feet, because obviously we've been through that process before with the Devin Smiths and the Malachi Corley, and taking a receiver who's that second, not quite elite, but let's see what we got, roll the dice. But this is the draft. The scenario I was drafting in was we're trading up to get our QB. What else can we get in the draft? And I'm looking at it going, well, if you're trading to get your QB, there's nothing wrong with the offensive line. We maybe need some more depth. We get one extra weapon. We've got more than enough weapons. So what you're looking to do with the rest of free agency and the rest of the draft is stock up the defense and make the defense better. So the one thing missing from that draft is a linebacker.
It's going to be. So what have you? Let's just go through yours then. So what have you done? Tell us the moves then.
You mean for that particular mock?
Yeah, for that mock you did, yeah.
For that mock, so we traded up from I think we're about 5 to 2 second overall with Vegas.
So you gave this year's second,
this year's extra first, and next year's second.
Okay,
and got Mendoza.
1 first rounder. Okay, yeah. So and then I got yes, and then second round.
We traded back a little bit, not inconsequential. I think I picked up a 4th rounder or something like that to move back from wherever it was 35 to 39 or something like that. and then I got the safety out of Toledo, McNeil Warren, and then the wide receiver, the wide receiver 2 I went for was Bernard out of Alabama. So listen, it's early, mate, and we'll do plenty more of these between now and April. And I do want to do one. I have already done them, by the way, but I don't want to talk about it this week. But I do want to talk about a draft where I stick and pick because there are some quarterbacks that are getting slept on a little bit, and one in particular I do want to talk about. So, in fact, I'd love for you to give us your initial thoughts just on what you know right now about Darian Mensah.
Oh, I thought he is cornerback.
Quarterback.
Oh, quarterback. I got no idea.
So he's a quarterback out of it's not Penn. It's
what's his name?
Darian Mensah, Duke.
Mensah. He's not even on the
Darian Mensah.
He's not even on the top 10 quarterbacks of Mel Kiper.
I know. But here's the thing. He's 20.
Yeah.
Right. He played last year. He played at Tulane. And he transferred to Duke. He had a great season at Tulane, and he transferred to Duke. And the reason he did it was because he wanted to go for it. He wanted to challenge himself and step up. And I talk about mentality all the time. He could have just sat at Tulane and been a hero and been brilliant, but he wanted to test himself. He wanted to go up and play. Where are we? Yeah, so I'm going to read it. So it says, 1 second. Yeah, so it doesn't say much. Actually, I'm looking on Wiki and it's kind of out of date. But he's done well this year. The big thing I like about him is he's had a rough upbringing, and he's already transferred to go up to another university, and he's 20. He's a baby. So he's the kind. I'm not saying we don't get him in the second round, but if he's there in the 4th round or the 5th round, he's the kind of guy I would take.
Couple of things on that. What about your boy Garrett, the Nussmeister?
So, Garrett Nussmeister's 23 and he's at LSU.
Yeah, but we're going to get. So we're going to be drafting him.
Well, he'd be a guy you'd look at. I'd look at. I think he'll be gone by the end of the 3rd round, Nussmeier.
Yeah.
He'll be gone, and we don't have a 3rd round pick. So either we're taking him with our second rounder, which might be something we explore in a future mock. But if we decide, where we value his talent is really kind of a 3rd round pick, then we kind of have to knock it on the head and say, maybe we can get a trade back in the 2nd round, pick up some extra capital, and then get him Nussmeier with a 3rd rounder, or you reach and get him with a 2nd rounder, or you go, all right, we're going to miss out on him. Who else is there? And this is where this Darian Mensah kid comes in. He's a kid that has a really good attitude. He's young. He'd be coming in, and if you brought him in and said, right, you're not going to be the starter, but you've got a 4-year rookie contract to go and earn the job, he'd be the kind of guy that would roll his sleeves up, away from the headlights, away from the headlines, and just get on with it. And you never know what you got. And if you got nothing with him, fine. We burned a 4th rounder or a 5th rounder. Everyone's calling Arian Smith a bust as a 4th round receiver this year. I think, like we were saying earlier, it's hard to judge any receiver coming into a team, with Justin Fields under center, and then Tyrod Taylor, and then, bless him, Baby Shark, throwing the ball. And then also, even in that system, you're still losing reps to Alan Lazard. Do you know what I mean? Arian Smith's done quite well on special teams. All I'm saying, I'm not saying he's great, but I'm saying he's not. It's too early to call him a bust yet. So if you're willing to throw a 4th round pick at something like Arian Smith or a Malachi Moore or something like that, and kind of roll the dice on a player that might be great, and if he's not, it's a 4th round pick, it's a 5th round pick. Roll the dice on a quarterback who's 20, who's shown he's got gumption, who's shown he's got steel, who's shown he wants to compete. Mentality, mate. That's what you need in New York. I'm not saying we part the franchise.
Here. We got the whole off season. It's a shame that we're talking about this in detail on week 17 of the season. So the problem with that is that if you're going to draft a quarterback and you're saying not draft Mendoza, but you're drafting this guy in round 4. There's going to be so much pressure for him to start before he's ready. And he's only 20.
Hang on. but I wouldn't rule out taking him in the same draft as Mendoza.
Okay, I can't. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean,
Theoretically, I'm saying this isn't a kid that you draft as the starter. This is a kid you draft and go earn it.
yeah, I can see. Yeah, I mean that's if the front office, I've got patience, and Woody Johnson is the kind of owner that has patience, but we know that's not the case, right?
Yeah.
So I can't see that happening because of that reason.
Like I said, I wouldn't park the franchise on his back, but it's more a case of me throwing his name out there and saying, let's remember the name and let's see what happens to Darian Mensah. Because I think if what I believe is true, which is mentality maketh the man, then I think this kid eventually, somewhere, he's only 20. He might not even come out this year.
What's this guy's stats?
I mean, I had them up a second ago. For Duke this year.
This year, yeah.
So for Duke, he is 8-5 game win record, 305 completions on 449 attempts, 3,600 yards, 30 touchdowns, 5 interceptions.
Who did he play for again?
Duke.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll keep an eye out for him. See where he lands. It'd be interesting.
I mean, he might not even come out this year, but I wouldn't be surprised if he declares, ends up somewhere, and ends up, a long-term earning a starting job in the league.
Yeah.
He's my late round, not even that late round, but he's a bit of a sleeper. People aren't really talking about him. And like I said, mentality is everything to me.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with the mentality thing. 100% on that. So
you look like you're thinking of something intelligent to say, but
no. So what's that?
You look like you're trying to think of something intelligent to say, but struggling.
No, I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find my video thing that. Oh yeah, so I've got Tankathon up here. Yeah. So
yeah, let's do it.
Are you still there? Yeah, cool. So I think the easiest thing really is if we get number 1 draft pick, yeah.
Obviously,
and then we can keep, and then we can have. This is what we've got to try and root for, guys, over the next 2 weeks. So there was a chance, there was a route to do that. Now, Cleveland, let's go from third to first. So Cleveland, we want to root. We're doing this on Saturday.
Tilt your camera up a bit, mate.
What's that?
Tilt your camera up a bit. We're looking at your chest at the moment. There we go. That's better.
That's all you need, isn't it? Jets logo. There you go. Well, that was the tab I was looking for. Because I was looking at Tankathon. I lost my Riverside.
Riverside tab. Yeah,
that's the word I was looking for.
Go on. So you were saying Tankathon. You were saying to Cleveland.
Right, so Cleveland. So tonight. So we need. So if Green Bay beats Baltimore tonight, yeah, then Pittsburgh have won the division.
Okay.
Which means Cleveland will win against Pittsburgh tomorrow because Pittsburgh will rest everybody.
Interesting.
And then you've got Myles Garrett, who needs one sack to get. It is one sack, right, to get the record sacks. And if they pull Rodgers, the backup's Rudolph, who interestingly...
Perfect Christmas name, by the way.
Yeah, but more interestingly is... that's a great name. More interestingly is that remember when Rudolph and Garrett had a bit of a fracas?
Oh, is that the helmet thing?
Yeah, helmet thing. So it'd be ironic if Rudolph gives him the sack record.
Yeah, 100%. You know that's happening.
So Cleveland will. Let's say Cleveland win that. I can see because Baltimore, Lamar's not playing. Huntley's playing, and they're big underdogs. In Green Bay, Green Bay have wrapped up a playoff, but they still looking for some action.
Are they mathematically out of it, Green Bay?
No. Green Bay are in. Sorry, what did I say? I think Green Bay are in the playoff,
yeah.
But they're shuffling around for position. Yeah.
No, Green Bay's still got something to play for, so Green Bay will be good.
I mean, they still hypothetically could get the division if Chicago lose the next 2 games.
Mm.
Yeah. So that takes care of Cleveland.
Cleveland,
Now,
but also we're the same as Cleveland, right? 3 wins,
yeah, so they'll be on 4 wins if they
and we're
win
not
that.
going to get 4 wins this season. We're going to lose the next 2.
And then Cleveland are playing Cincinnati as well. So that takes care of Cleveland one way or another.
Yeah.
Right, they got Cincinnati last game. So the real one is this Giants Raiders who play each other.
9:00 tomorrow.
Yeah, 9:00 tomorrow.
In fact, we're probably releasing this pod tomorrow. So 9:00. Well, 9:00 Sunday this week. So I'll be watching that one.
So
100%.
if the Raiders win, then they go.
If the Raiders win, that pretty much locks in the. What's the
Giants as
strength
number
of
one.
schedule?
So 0.542
is what
Vegas. We're
and what are we?
0.543, and Giants
Really,
is
it's that close.
0.530. Yeah.
So that means we need to. What was the Raiders worse than us or better than us? Sorry,
the Raiders they're 0.542. We're 0.543.
Oh,
so it's whoever's got the worst strength of schedule.
So it's them.
Yeah, so it would be them.
So in that scenario, they'd have to win 2 more games.
No, it changes every week. It's so close, right? Because if they're 0.542, and let's say they win, it's complicated. It's complicated. If they win,
we need a bit of luck with that. We need a bit of luck, and we need the Raiders to win. But then we also need the Giants to win, don't we?
Yeah, we need the Giants to win because we need the Giants to win 1 game. But they've got a worse. I can't see us getting to as low as what their strength of schedule are. So really, the Giants have got the number 1 draft choice.
But could you argue, John? Could you argue that all we really need to do is to get to 2nd overall pick? Because there's 2 quarterbacks coming out, and if the Giants are 1. You're assuming Dante Moore's coming out.
Yeah. Oh, you assume? Yeah, I think Dante Moore will be good. I think that. Yeah. I mean, he's got more natural skill set, more higher level ceiling,
and it increases our. Because you'd assume that if the Giants are at 1 and we're at 2, say, then it means the Giants are trading with somebody because somebody's going to have to trade ahead of us.
I really want to. Yeah, I just want to get a quarterback, get in the top 2. And I really want to keep that number 1 other number 1 draft choice this year. Really,
what would you do with it, John?
Well, there's lots of options. I mean, if that cornerback McCoy from Tennessee falls because he did his ACL he's like one of the top cornerbacks, right? You got Lemon, we mentioned him earlier. ASB, he's phenomenal. You know, we could try and get these guys. They could fall. Sonny Styles, this off the ball
linebacker. Yeah, I like him.
You know, these are top elite players that could fall down to where we are in the middle of the first round, right? So, you know, I don't want to lose that first rounder.
Talking about that, John, where are the Colts at in terms of looking 18. At Tankathon? 18, but who's close to them?
So yeah, this is interesting. So I'll tell you what, we need to root for. We need to do all this action, guys.
Yeah, who are we rooting for? Who's because the Lions lost, but they were close. But the Lions only have 1 game left, so I'm not sure the Lions can catch the Colts now, can they? I think they're a 6-win team, and they've got 1 game left.
Who?
The Lions.
Detroit at 8-8, Minnesota 8-8.
Detroit.
Colts at 8-7. Yeah.
So if the Lions win 1 more, the Colts drop a spot.
Yeah. So we need Detroit and Minnesota to win 1 more game. Dallas is 7-8-1.
That's Dallas to win 2 more. Have Dallas played yet?
They've only got 1 more game left, right?
So Dallas are out of it.
So you want Colts to lose both games.
Yeah.
To get 8-9, which means.
So we need Minnesota and Detroit both to win their 1 more game each.
We want Colts to lose the last 2 games, right?
Yeah.
We want Minnesota.
Oh, lost you there, mate. We've lost you, but yeah, I think you're right. So it's Minnesota to win 1, Lions to win 1, and the Colts to lose the last 2, and that should put the Colts pick at about 14, 50th or 18 now, and they could potentially drop 3 more spots, so it could go to 15. So that could be the 15th overall pick. I'm going to try and get John back because I have lost him. Where would we be without John's betting corner? Yeah, he's gone for now. He'll be back on in a minute. But yeah, so that would be the Colts down to 15, and the Jets pick could be as high as 2nd overall. So if we have the 2nd overall pick and the 15th pick, and it's us or the Browns trading up into the 1st overall spot, the Browns have got the Jaguars pick, and the Jaguars it's going to be in the late 20s, the Jaguars pick. The way they're playing at the moment, it could be them or the Broncos, maybe the Patriots, to win the AFC. Those are the 3 sort of form teams. So in the AFC, so you're talking about 26, 27, and then the Browns pick, which could be, if they win tomorrow, could be, 6 or 7 versus ours, which would be the 2nd pick and the 15th pick. We would be forcing the Browns to go up a lot more to get ahead of us. So that would be the ideal scenario. So when we get John back, we will do John's betting corner for this weekend. I am going to be at the Hippodrome on tomorrow or today, depending on when you're listening to this. So I'm hoping to see some of you.
Yeah,
He's back. John's back.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, complete crash. Everything just crashed.
Everything crashed, a bit like a Jets season.
That sums up the Jets, isn't it? So, okay,
let me fill you in, mate, on what I was saying to the listeners. I was just saying that basically, with the Vikings and the Lions win 1 more game each, then the Colts lose both games, then you can realistically see the Colts pick being about 15, and our pick being 2. And the big thing really is we need to have a more attractive package than the Browns, because the Browns have 2 first-round picks. So, and the Browns have the Jaguars pick. So that's going to be about 26, 27, and at least. And the Browns, if they win tomorrow, the Browns pick is going to be like 6 or 7. So you're talking about, like, if we're sitting at 2nd overall and we have the 15th overall pick, the Browns are the team that are best positioned to trade ahead of us. And they'd have to give up more than their 6th overall pick and their 27th overall pick. They'd have to give up more than that to get ahead of us. So by finishing the 2nd, we're really kind of screwing the Browns in that respect.
Yeah, let's hope Dante Moore comes out then,
Let's hope Dante Moore comes out, and let's hope we get the real miracle of miracles, and Raiders win tomorrow, then the Giants win a game, last game of the season, and then we end up with the 1st overall pick, which would be amazing. And then, as you say, then that means if we end up with the 1st overall pick and the 15th overall pick, and we got 3 first-round picks this next year and 2 second-round picks this year, and we've got 2 second-rounders next year as well, haven't we?
Yeah.
We've got a boatload of capital. So if we got to 1st overall,
3 first-rounders next year,
3 first-rounders and 2 second-rounders.
Yeah.
And we've got 2 first-rounders and 2 second-rounders this year. So it really gives us a lot of options to be able to build, and $100 million in cap space.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be at the Hippodrome on Sunday night watching the Jets play the Patriots. I don't know what the Jets turnout will be like this close to Christmas with the New Year coming up, but I will be there. And I'll be there for the last game of the season against the Bills as well, because I'm just that desperate and sad. And I need my Jets action. John, how's your betting corner looking?
Perfect segue for the betting corner, because we're going to start off with, in the Jets game tomorrow against the Patriots, we've got an incentive-based bet.
Oh.
Incentives are coming out to play. Normally in last week, but they're coming out a bit early this year.
Yeah.
So Stephon Diggs needs 130 yards for the season remaining to get 500k plus 4 receptions for 500k. Yeah. So I've gone over Diggs 58 yards. Okay. Over. Because Olave did got 108, got just destroyed just last week.
He's going to get that against us.
And New England have got loads of injuries for their wide receivers. Douglas, Mac Hollins, Butte, all questionable. Right? So next one, we've got Brissett in the shootout, Arizona and versus Cincinnati. The over-under is 53. Brissett over 247 yards. I mean, it's probably going high to 250, 255. Whatever you can get it for, just over on that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one, Trevor Lawrence is having a blinder.
Yeah.
He's playing Indianapolis. They concede the pass. These are all process-driven bets, by the way. I do a lot of research, as Al can validate.
The book of destiny, we call it.
The book of destiny, yeah. So there's that to all my scribblings. Trevor Lawrence over 229 yards. Take that all the way to 238, whatever you can get it on the book. 240, 244. He's going to play out of his skin. He's playing the Colts. They've got a few injuries. I'm not sure if Sauce is playing. In fact, he's not playing. In fact, and Ward, the other cornerback, is not playing. So Trevor Lawrence over 230 yards, 229 yards. That's 3. We've also got a couple of running backs over. There's all overs this week, I think. Yeah, that's right. We've got Chase, running back for Cincinnati. Arizona were awful against the run, 54 yards. Boom, boom, high-scoring game. And then we've also got Kenneth Walker versus Carolina. Carolina good against the pass, but against the run, not very good. Kenneth Walker can do some 20-yard runs. Over 54. Yeah, nice. 54 yards. So they're thereabouts. I don't know what this is from yesterday's lines. It could be moving higher or lower. So probably will be in the direction of.
But you still go for it because.
Yeah, absolutely. Still go for it.
He gets so much of the ball at the moment for Seattle.
And I think Chase Brown has actually gone down to 52 for some bizarre reason, which is mental. So Chase Brown has gone down to 52. So that is all day. Should be going the other way. All the other ones will have moved in the same direction. So there you go. So
that's good,
for the season
that's great.
So far, we're 48 and 27, which is 48 wins, 27 losses, which is phenomenal. And next season we'll be doing. I'll be setting up an invite only to people who want free bets for the week. Yeah, nice. So we're gonna move this to one or two cheeky ones on the pod, concentrate on the Jets, and then the props will be separate on something like this.
People can throw some money at you if they want to be part of the purchase for the RV as well.
But this is the whole idea: is we get some money, win some bets, win some money,
yeah,
and then buy their own ticket to get to America for the RV
trip in 2029.
Journey. Yeah,
so excited! I'm so excited for that, John. I got to tell you. One last quick thing before we leave Jets Nation to the rest of their Christmas and New Year break. The Bills are playing the Eagles tomorrow, and we actually kind of need the Bills to win that because that means that they're still playing for the division next week when they're playing us, because we assume we're going to lose to the Patriots. Patriots win and the Bills lose, the division's over. So
Buffalo can tank it, yes. That means
Buffalo can tank it. So we actually have this weird sensation of needing the Buffalo Bills to win.
Buffalo to win, yeah.
In Philly tomorrow. So if you want to do a Happy Dave and get your homemade Bills jerseys out, disgrace of a human being he is. This is the one week it's allowed because we do need the Bills to win to make the division competitive. Next week, I'll be honest, mate. They're still going to want to win because it's their last game at this stadium, isn't it? And it's against the Jets.
Yeah. They'll beat us anyway. But we got Brady quarterback, so it can't get any worse than that, can you?
Yeah.
So I cannot see us if we're beating Buffalo in Buffalo with Brady.
No, in their last game ever at that stadium.
Yeah, they're going to be partying hard. They're going to be jumping off those tables, proper style.
Yeah.
Maybe Dave will be joining them. Hopefully, yeah. So jumping off those tables. Anyway, we better wrap it up, mate, because we've been going on quite a long time now.
Listen, an hour and 4 minutes with you is an hour and 4 minutes well spent, my friend. Listen, get your nickname suggestions in for the people on the bus. Get your suggestions in for the players that are at the bus stop who you'd most like to see make the step up. And obviously anyone you think should be in the doghouse or we should be throwing under the bus completely. We're all ears. We're definitely going to get with the wonderful Warren on the pod soon to talk about recovering from an ACL injury.
Yeah, talking about ACLs. Yeah,
he is actually recovering from an ACL injury. So we are going to get the magnificent Warren on soon.
Tear, yeah. So
to tell us about his recovery process. Say again, mate.
Get well soon.
Yeah, get well soon, mate. You're a legend. We love you. We'll get you on to talk about your recovery process, and obviously Jets, because that realistically that subject's going to come up if you talk to Warren for more than 5 minutes. You're going to end up talking about the Jets. Good. You won't be there Sunday because you're a bit busy with Christmas stuff.
Yeah, Christmas stuff going on. So I'll be there the last week of the season.
Brilliant.
So yeah, but Al will be down there Sunday. So I was on the fort last week.
Come say hi.
So,
Come say hi, and remember it's a freebie. We're playing the Pats. It'll be a good atmosphere. It's always a good atmosphere, and let's just show up for the Jets and show up for the 2029 Super Bowl winning New York Jets. Next week, John, we're going to talk about next year's schedule, which is basically confirmed in terms of the opponents is now confirmed.
Yeah, we'll definitely do that.
We're going to talk about that next week. We're going to talk about potential road trips. We're going to talk about, obviously, with John's betting corner will be back, and we'll talk about the implications of whatever happens in Raiders Giants and what that means for Tankathon. And I will be talking about a draft, a first 2-round draft where I don't take a quarterback in the first round, and we'll see what that does for us. And other than that,
and you can only hear those facts on this pod, Hippo Jets.
Hippo Jets pod coming at you.
Those gems of information.
Live from John's doghouse and Al's spare room.
Yeah.
Could not be more glamorous if it tried.
All right, guys. Have a good Christmas. Have a good
peace and love. Happy New Year. And we will see you all at the Hippodrome very, very soon. JETS, guys.
JETS, guys.